Hey, thanks for coming by to look at some more zines. I know I said I'd take a couple weeks off, but I got the week off work. It's a rainy day out. Let's just do this. And we're going to start with a book here. This is Cthulhu Zine Anthology, issues 1 through 3. So Cthulhu is a zine. I think they might be based out of South America, Brazil or something. And this is the first 3 issues compiled in book form. And I always love these. They're always a decent price and easy to keep in good condition. Definitely mostly black metal, war metal, blasphemy, revenge, Master's Hammer, Abigail, Abominator, Diocletian, and those are probably the big names on here. So this is good stuff, and I think there are definitely a couple more books that they put out compiling their issues. Couple decibels quick. Municipal Waste. Black Dahlia Murder. An Old Metal Maniacs from (1994). So Pantera, Far Beyond Driven era. Again, I can't say it enough. I love Old Metal Maniacs. So we've looked at Bardo methodology before. This is Bardo Anthology. So it serves as another issue, a Bardo methodology, the Swedish zine. But it's not an official issue. I believe this is online articles compiled in print form. So they like to keep a lot of things print exclusive, but they've taken a bunch of online stuff and put it together for the people that want to buy it, such as myself. And who's in this one? Nastrond, Nocturnus, Angel Corpse, Ascension, Wardruna, Forgotten Woods, all over the place. And I shouldn't call Bardo methodology a zine. It's definitely more of a work of art. Again, it's just long interviews, good artwork, no ad. Not even an editor's opening. Fistful of Metal. Saxon on the cover. This seems to be a newer British metal magazine. And on one hand, I have been seeing it in bookstores around me, and it's good to have an option. And it's a solid enough magazine. Sabaton, Crowbar, Tankard, Annihilator, Cult of Luna, Scorpions, Amorphous, Hammerfall. Bigger names with some known but lesser known names. Venom Prison, Midnight, Immolation, Lawnmower Death, that kind of stuff. So I do appreciate the option, but it is quite expensive. $17.25 plus tax for a magazine. Zero Tolerance with Cradle of Filth. Zero Tolerance, Winter Filleth. I went to the mall with my son yesterday to try to find a copy of Zero Tolerance. I feel like it's been a while and it's still not there. I hope they're gonna keep carrying them. Decibel with Armored Saint. Go back to the Convivial Hermit, issue 8. Again, the Convivial Hermit is very long issues and very obscure bands, but a ton to dig into, and very interesting and well done writing, I thought. Here's an old Terrorizer from 1995. Paradise Lost on the cover. Again, look how young Nick was back then. But yeah, I mean, this is the era that really kind of gets me going. Hades, Mortis, Deceased, Anathema, Morbid Angel. Let's take a look at the reviews real quick. The lead review in the issue was Domination by Morbid Angel when it first came out, and they gave that a 4 out of 5. This Decibel issue is a couple years old. Judas Priest on the cover. It's a Painkiller retrospective. And again, I've said it a million times, but Painkiller is my top 2 Priest album. That or Defenders. Forgotten Path. Again, this is a kind of a strange magazine because it's from Lithuania. Most of the bands I've never even heard of, just very obscure stuff, mostly from Eastern Europe. But they're definitely bands with things to say and bands to check out. Some of these interviews are actually quite long. So sometimes reading 20-page interviews with bands that oftentimes like aren't even on Spotify. Sometimes you wonder if it's worth it, but I think it's a very cool magazine. Very well done. Very, again, it's very surprising just how well done some obscure magazine from Lithuania is. Decibel with Wolves in the Throne Room. Lingua Ignota. Candlemass. Enslaved on Zero Tolerance. Unrestrained Magazine. Dimmu Borgir on the cover. This is issue 7 from 1999. And again, one of my favorite magazines all time. It's always the ones from high school that you're most sentimental about. The stuff from being like 13 is cool, and the stuff from being 20 is cool, but it's that, 14 to 18, you never forget it. Bardo Methodology. These all got really cool covers. This is issue 3. Portal, Leviathan, King Dude, Paulo Girardi. You got Phil Anselmo in there. Some more Metal Maniacs from the early 90s. Obituary. What do we got there? Neurosis, I Hate God, Buzz Oven, Biohazard. Metal Maniacs with Phil Anselmo on the cover. Earth, Caius, Carcass. Burning Abyss, number 8, with Watain on the cover. This is a magazine that I don't think exists anymore, but it's from Poland, and one of the better zines I've come across. Big names, underground names, lots of reviews. I like to find some older ones. Here we got Terrorizer from 1994 with Morbid Angel. Let's check out the lead reviews when we come across these. Four out of 5 for Betty by Helmet, which I can definitely agree on. It's a great album. One of my first hard rock metal albums, but somewhere along the way I sold it. 1999. Emperor on the cover of Terrorizer. This must have been around the time Equilibrium came out. And look at that. You got Dimmu Borgir for Spiritual Black Dimensions getting 8.5 out of 10. And 10 out of 10 for Emperor. And I'd agree. I think that's my second favorite Emperor album. A couple more Bardo methodologies. Primordial, Solstice, Catatonia, Black Funeral, Countess, Take. That was issue number 4. Bardo Methodology, issue 5. Blasphemy, Acrimonious, Clandestine Blaze, an interview with Nuclear War Now, Cult Never Dies, a company that's published many metal books, Mystifier. I don't think I've seen a new issue in quite a while. I had them all up to this point. It's probably been a couple years. I could be wrong on that. Decibel with Cannibal Corpse. Decibel with Tribulation. There's the 24th Halloween issue from Rue Morgue. And this is a good issue, The Roots of Folk Horror. I'm into folk metal and folk horror and all that kind of stuff. I dig the vibe. I'm getting more and more into it. New Noise magazine. I just picked that up at a bookstore randomly one day when I was bored. Hot Water Music on the cover. You have Midnight, Zeal and Ardor, Crowbar. You have some metal on here, but it's mostly a punk magazine. And one more. Here we go. Zero Tolerance with At the Gates on the front. And I'll turn this off and do one more. Thanks for watching.